EVM VVPAT Administrative Procedure. Disclaimer: this training material is for use in training of election officials. It should not be referred as a guideline of Commission. In case of any variance, the Commission guidelines, rules, laws shall prevail. In this education video, we will learn about the administrative procedures related to EVM VVPAT. Now, what is the background about the EVM? All the elections since 2000 were held with EVMs. More than 325 crore electors have casted their votes through EVMs. EVMs are 100% tamper-proof. EVMs have several layers of technical security. Administrative safeguards are ensured. Not a single vote ever recorded wrongly. It have secure design. It is a standalone machine. No radio frequency transmission or reception possible. No wireless communication possible. One-time programmable chip. Dynamic coding of key press. Date and time stamping of every key press. Types of EVM storages. The first storage is EVM warehouse. EVM warehouse means the designated building having rooms for storing the EVM and VVPAT during non-election period at the district headquarters or the tehsil headquarters. EVM strong room. EVM strong room means the designated hall or the room for storing EVMs and VVPATs from FLC to completion of election petition filing period. FLC strong rooms. FLC strong room means the designated room or the hall having FLC of EVM and VVPATs after the completion of FLC. Repair strong room. Repair strong room means the designated room or the hall having FLC rejected EVM and VVPATs and unpolled non-functional or rejected EVM VVPAT pertaining to the awareness training, commissioning, dispersal, mock poll, and they are known as Category C machines. Training and awareness strong room. Training and awareness strong room means the designated room having EVM and VVPATs pertaining to training and awareness. Assembly constituency, assembly segment strong room. Assembly constituency or assembly segment strong room means the designated room having EVM and VVPAT after first randomization. Polled strong room. Polled strong room means the designated room or the hall having polled EVM and VVPAT, that is category A polled EVM and VVPAT and category B polled non-functional EVM and VVPAT after completion of poll till the counting of votes. Repoll machines, if any, may also be kept here. Reserve strong room. Reserve strong room means the designated room having category D, that is unused reserve EVM and VVPAT. District election room. Strong room means the designated room or the hall storing category A polled EVM, category B polled non-functional EVM after counting of votes till the election petition period. Security and safety arrangement for warehouse. There will be a double lock system. Deposit keys in the treasury and maintain proper logbook for depositing and taking out of keys. Handing over and taking over of the keys to be part of the certificate for transfer of charge. Installation of CCTV camera. Logbook for each entry and exit. Duty roster for security personnel. Protocol for opening of warehouse. Inform national and state recognized political parties in writing at least 24 hours in advance. Do not open warehouse having EVM VVPAT in election petition or court cases for any purpose. DO to nominate one officer not below the rank of tehsildar for the purpose of opening or closing of EVM warehouse. Allow national and state recognized political party representatives to remain present during opening and closing of the warehouse. Conduct of videography is mandatory. First level checking, that is FLC. Requirement of EVM and VVPAT for conducting FLC. By-election to Assembly constituency, 200% of polling station. By-election to Parliamentary constituency, 150% of polling station. In case of general election to AC or PC, EVM 125% and VVPAT 135%. FLC will be done in the presence of representatives of national and state recognized political parties. Install DFMD at FLC center. Entry at FLC center only on the production of identity card. Proper frisking at entry and exit with record in the logbook. Cell phones, camera, spy pen, etc. not to be allowed inside the FLC hall. Webcasting of the entire FLC process. Mock poll. For conducting FLC of BUC and VVPAT together, mock poll of the 6 votes against each candidate button and control unit result to be tallied with the VVPAT paper slips. Green FLC OK sticker on passed units to be pasted. Red sticker with reasons of rejection will be pasted on FLC rejected units. Pink paper seals will be pasted on FLC OK control units and signed by the FLC engineer and FLC supervisor. If any EVM is found to be defective, it will be kept aside and sent to the factory of the BE or ECIL for repairs within 7 days of completion of the FLC in the district. Mock poll. 6 votes against each of the 16 candidate buttons. A load test on 1% of the randomly selected FLC OK EVM and VVPAT by connecting 4 BUs to 1 CU and 1 VVPAT and casting at least 1 vote for each candidate button of the connected BUs and telling the VVPAT slips count with the control unit count. Mock poll. In 1% of randomly selected EVM and VVPAT, 1200 votes. In 2% of randomly selected EVM and VVPATs, 1000 votes. In 2% of randomly selected EVM and VVPAT, 500 votes. Mock poll will be done in the presence of representatives of the political parties. Control unit count to be tallied with the VVPAT slip counts. Signatures of the representatives of the political party shall be taken in a prescribed register. Destruction of VVPAT paper slips generated during the FLC shall be done on daily basis through the shredding machine. Upload data in EMS. Provide photocopy of list of the FLC OK BU, CU and VVPATs to the national and state recognized political parties and also to all the contesting candidates as soon as last date of withdrawal of candidature is over. FLC work shall be supervised by an officer not below the rank of Deputy DO. After completion of the FLC, DO to submit certificate to CO. Recording of webcast CCTV videography to be retained till the expiry of 45 days from the date of declaration of result. If there is an election petition in which recording is relevant, then the recording shall be retained till the disposal of matter in the safe custody of the DO. First randomization. Before first randomization, take out 10% of EVM VVPAT of total allocation to the district for training and awareness purposes. First randomization will be done after FLC. It will be done to allocate EVM VVPAT from district to different ACs or AS. It will be done in the presence of representatives of the political parties. List of ACs or the AS-wise randomized EVM to be shared with the political parties. Now returning officers will take the charge of EVM VVPAT. Returning officer to receive randomized units in the AC strong room using mobile app. At the time of sealing of the AC level strong room, inform representatives of the recognized national and state level political parties. Logbook to be maintained. SOP issued by the Commission to be followed. 24/7 security and CCTV at the entry point of the strong room. Training and awareness EVM VVPAT. 10% of the EVM VVPATs of total allocation to the district for training and awareness purposes. FLC OK machine to be used. Dummy names and symbols to be used. Share list of the such machines with representatives of the recognized national and state level political parties and with candidates. Such machines shall be stored in a separate designated warehouse, not below the subdivision headquarters, with proper security and lock. For opening and closing of the training and awareness designated warehouse, there is no need to invite the representatives of the political parties. The opening and closing of the designated warehouse shall be done by the authorized person nominated by the DO. A proper logbook shall be maintained. Such EVM and VVPAT shall be given only to the authorized officials deputed by the district election officer. Destruction of VVPAT slips generated during training and awareness by paper shredding machine on a daily basis in the presence of the gazetted officer duly nominated by the DO. The concerned nodal officer in charge of the training and awareness shall issue a certificate regarding the daily destruction of all the VVPAT slips. Further, the DO shall submit a certificate to the respective COs on P-3 day. Second randomization. Second randomization shall be done after finalization of list of contestant candidates and just before commissioning of the EVM VVPAT. Returning officer will conduct the second randomization in the presence of the contestant candidates or their representatives and the general observer. Provide list of second randomized units and reserve units to all the candidates. Commissioning. Commissioning will be done for all the assembly constituency assembly segment in a separate hall. Written intimation to all the candidates. Single entry and exit point to hall with full security by armed police round the clock with 24/7 CCTV coverage. Mock poll. During commissioning, 1 vote to each candidate in every VVPAT. After commissioning, 1000 votes on 5% randomly selected EVM as well as VVPAT. Tally the CO result with paper count. During mock poll, sealing of VVPAT slips. During commissioning, VVPAT slips generated shall be stamped on their backside with the inscription testing VVPAT slip VVPAT commissioning. Thereafter shall be sealed in red colored envelope. After commissioning, VVPAT paper slips of the 5% randomly selected VVPAT shall be stamped on their backside with the inscription mock poll slip EVM commissioning. Thereafter shall be sealed in a green colored envelope. Both training and awareness EVM VVPAT can be added to poll day reserve if required after due process of FLC, randomization and candidate setting in the presence of the political parties or the contesting candidates or their agents. Dispersal of EVM VVPAT for poll. Inform candidates or the agents about opening of strong rooms for dispatch to polling stations. At the time of dispersal of polling parties, hand over 2 copies of the troubleshooting instructions. GPS system on all vehicles carrying EVM VVPAT. SOP for P-2 or P-3 dispatch and P+1 arrival of polling parties. Earmark a government building at the cluster point. Inform the same to all the contesting candidates. Do not use police station as cluster point. Keep all the EVM VVPAT in the earmarked government building strong room and sealed in the presence of sector officers and videography of the entire process. Allow the contesting candidates or their representative to watch the whole process if they desire. Under no circumstances, mix the units of one assembly segment with those of the another assembly segment in one strong room. Maintain a logbook for opening and closing of the said strong room. In exceptional cases, police station may be considered as a strong room or the cluster point if there is no government building for the purpose, with the prior approval of the respective CO. Reserve machines to sector officers. As far as possible, reserve units shall be provided on poll day. In case reserve machine is provided before poll day, these units shall be kept in earmarked government buildings with proper security. In exceptional cases, police station may be considered as a strong room if there is no government building for the purpose, with the prior approval of the CO. The place of storage of units must be earmarked in advance and intimate to all contestant candidates. Instruct the polling parties for not testing the VVPAT at the time of dispersal and before mock poll at polling station under any circumstances. EVM VVPAT on poll day. Replacement of units at the time of mock poll or before the actual poll. Only defective units to be replaced at the time of actual poll. If the BU-CU not working, whole unit, that is BU plus CU plus VVPAT, to be replaced. Again mock poll with one vote to be done. If the VVPAT is not functioning, replace only VVPAT. Now no need to do the mock poll. At the time of actual poll, in case the printed paper slip has not been cut and is hanging from the paper roll, replace the VVPAT and allow the said elector to cast his vote after replacement of VVPAT. Now, no need to do the mock poll. If the control unit shows replace power pack, replace power pack of control unit. No need to do the mock poll. If the control unit shows replace power pack of VVPAT, replace the power pack of VVPAT. No need to do the mock poll. In case of all type of replacements, presiding officer shall submit a report. Returning officer will provide the reserve EVM and VVPAT and extra power packs of control units and VVPAT for poll day replacement. Don't use vehicle other than vehicle transport provided by the RO. Don't stay at any private place like hotel, home, etc. Always stay in the designated place. Don't leave vehicle unattended under any circumstances. Don't keep reserve and mock poll replace EVM and VVPAT without prescribed stickers in vehicle. Don't keep EVM and VVPAT at any private place. Always keep at places earmarked by the RO. Storage of polled EVM VVPAT. In polled strong rooms, store category A and B machines. Intimate all contestant candidates in writing. Category C and D machine will not be stored in the strong room having category A and B machines. Armed police cover for all the polling parties or authorized officials at all times. Do not keep any election related material in EVM VVPAT strong room except Form 17C, presiding officer declaration, envelope containing mock poll slips or as specifically prescribed by the Commission. SOP on handling of damaged or broken EVM VVPAT during election. EVM VVPAT damaged after dispersal to mock poll shall be stored in the strong room having defective unpolled EVM, that is category C. During actual poll on poll day or before counting, category A and category B EVM VVPAT to be kept in the same strong room. Category C and D in the separate rooms. The damaged or broken machine shall be marked as damaged in EMS. In all such cases, an FIR shall be filed. Security arrangement. Single entry and exit with all doors, windows sealed with the brick masonry concrete. Double lock system. All the keys of lock 1 with RO and all the keys of lock 2 with ARO. Minimum 1 platoon of armed police for 24/7. 2-tier security arrangement round the clock at the strong room. Innermost perimeter by the CPF and the outer perimeter by the state armed police force. The candidate or the representative to be allowed to stay outside the inner perimeter to view entry point of the strong room. If no direct view of the strong room, then install the CCTV. Gazetted officer shall be appointed round the clock in the control room which is adjacent to the strong room. A logbook shall be maintained to record details of anyone, including the DO, SP, RO, observer, candidate or their agent, etc., crossing the second ring. Videography at the time of the opening and closing of the strong room. Visit of RO to the storage campus up to the inner perimeter only, twice a day in the morning and evening to check the logbook and videography and send a report to the DO on the status every day. DO to visit the strong room as far as possible and at least once in 3-4 days. DCs, that is DOs, and SPs are responsible for security of a strong room within the district and meticulous implementation of the protocol. Use of EVM VVPAT for Repoll. EVM and VVPAT from the unused reserve list will be used and inform their number to the candidates or their agents. Ensure that the address tag on the EVM VVPAT clearly mentions that EVM VVPAT for use in the Repoll, indicating the date and polling station number. Paste Repoll EVM VVPAT pre-printed sticker on the EVM VVPAT and on their carrying cases. After Repoll, reopen the strong room in the presence of the candidate or their agent and observer for storage of the repolled EVM. Place the repolled EVM VVPAT together with the old EVM VVPAT which were used earlier in the original poll. Paste to be counted sticker with the bold print at the time of placing the repoll EVM in the strong room. Paste not to be counted sticker with the bold print on the old EVM VVPAT to remove any confusion at the time of counting. Enter the unique ID number of the EVM VVPAT used in the repoll in the EMS. Reconciliation of EVM VVPAT. Returning officer must reconcile the EVM VVPAT stock at the end of the poll to ensure that all the units used for actual polling, replacement during polls, and remaining reserved EVM VVPAT are perfectly tallying as per the original allocation post-second randomization. A certificate to this effect must be prepared showing the total account of the BUCU VVPAT, the serial number, which were used in the respective ACs and submitted by the RO to the DO, who shall compile the same for the entire district and submit to the CO. Removal of VVPAT slips after counting. After the result is announced, the VVPAT paper slip will be taken out of the VVPAT, shall be kept in a thick black color envelope polling station wise. It shall be sealed using red wax with the bilingual secret seal of the Commission provided to the returning officer. If more than one VVPAT was used in a particular polling station, the VVPAT slip taken out from each VVPAT slips shall be kept in a separate envelope. Candidates and their authorized agents shall be allowed to witness the process, and their signature shall also be obtained on every envelope. Assembly constituency assembly segment-wise envelopes must be kept in a separate big trunk, which will be sealed using red wax with the bilingual secret seal of the Commission provided to the RO. Once the VVPAT paper slips have been taken out, the VVPAT must be kept in a designated warehouse. VVPAT should not be kept in the same strong room where EVM are stored. CCTV recording videographic coverage shall be done. In this educational video, we have learned about the administrative procedure related to the EVM VVPAT. If you have any doubt or want any clarification, then you can contact through the mail as shown on the screen. For other instructions and videos of the lecture related topics, you can visit the web address as shown. Thank you.